I do want to have a quick discussion about another point guard in his team. I think going against the team that they played in their opener, Grizzlies and Cavs.
Yeah.
Adam's a Cavs fan, so I got to talk about Cavs. And obviously, Ja Morant, 37 points, 6 and 6 in his opener.
Looked very good.
What the heck am I looking at? So I'll touch on Cavs first. Did you watch any of this game?
No, I saw nothing of this.
It's not an eye catcher when you look at Memphis versus Cavs. You don't
Look,
expect
there's
much.
a reason. I had limited time, and I'm like, I think I'd rather watch Milwaukee and Brooklyn.
I just wanted to see where these were at because obviously, Cavs got Mobley.
Younger
Mobley had
teams.
a pretty good opening, I
I
believe.
did see they started like 4 7-footers, 3 or 4 7-footers.
I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna be honest. Adam, I know you love the Cavs. I don't know what you're doing. Because one moment I hear Sexton's being traded, the next is starter, and I don't know what's going on. But not a great showing per se individually for any of the Cavs players.
Mm-hmm.
But as a team, they're looking good. They're looking better. I expect them to be in the playoff spot. Not playoff spot, play-in.
Yep.
Play-in spot.
We said that as well during the offseason.
And it kind of looks like they'll get there. But my concern is last season to start off, I think Cavs went like 5-0 or something. And then they went to shit. I hope they don't do that again. Hopefully Mobley is actually going to be somewhat consistent because he had a decent game. I think it was like 19, 7 and 6 or no, not 7 and 6, 7.
He was my pick from this draft, and I just give him time.
Yeah,
He'll figure out the NBA game.
he looks
sooner
alright.
than later.
But Garland still looks like he has work to do. I want Sexton to take more on, but I don't know what their front office is wanting from Sexton. I'm a bit confused by it. But as a team, they're looking better. Mm-hmm. And then what does this team look like when it's a little more evolved, well, a lot more evolved? And that's kind of Memphis. When I was looking at the two, I was like, Memphis just look like a complete version of whatever other team is going against them.
Yeah.
Memphis, like Ja Morant, and I want to touch on Ja first. He is one of the few point guards in the league that can control the pace of the game. It's now gotten to the point where he can control the pace of the game.
He's gotten a lot better at that over the past couple seasons.
Yeah, it's the past couple seasons specifically. And it was very evident
Before he was
game.
just going too quick.
Too quick. And now he can control it. He gets a bucket to stop the opposition.
Controlling the pace is something it's very hard to teach. We praised LaMelo for it because he controls the pace so much, and I want to touch on him at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like Ja has learnt this skill very early on in his career. So 100%, he controls that pace so well.
And that's a difference maker when you've got like every other player on this Memphis squad has team players. So they just locked up Triple J for a good deal. So he's there for the long run, which is beautiful. He's a rim protector and is a shooter. Plays great with Ja. Kyle Anderson is looking great. And then Dylan Brooks is out currently, but he will be back. And there's some other players as well on that squad. But they just look really, really good.
They got Jarrett Culver as well, right?
Yeah, Culver.
Yep.
They're
good
just
piece.
looking like a really good squad. Taylor Jenkins looks like he knows what he's doing as head coach. And I see them... And the question I want to ask for you, because obviously Memphis have gotten better and better and better, and it's off the back of Ja Morant. He's getting better and better and better. Do you see them being a playoff lock in the West? And I specifically use the word lock. No.
The West is...
It's so stacked,
Even
right?
the East is so stacked. The NBA, it feels like right now there is so little teams tanking.
Yep.
And so little teams are like, oh, we're not too sure if they'll make the playoffs. Compare this to 2017, or when the Golden State and Cavs was the finals, right? You knew there was like 4 or 5 teams in each that were strong and the rest were, and across the league, right? And the rest were air. But now it seems like there is 8 teams in each division that are incredible, and then there are another 3 teams in each division that are very, very good.
Yep.
I don't see them as a lock, despite them being very, very, very fucking good.
It's kind of my thoughts on Memphis, and I'll be honest with you. Like, I have them like... Half of my brain is they're too good to miss the playoffs. The other half is I feel like the NBA as a whole has just gotten so much better. Every team is just so much more competitive than what it once was.
100%.
And it's hard for me to put them as a lock despite how great this team is looking now. Yeah, no, I was curious to get your thoughts on where you think they are. Like, I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't see them as a lock.
No, like
know?
they could go play-in.
Yeah.
They could go the seventh seed. Do I see them going much higher than seventh? No. Is that a knock on them? No.
Yeah, the scariest thing, and it's the last thing I'll say about Memphis right now. The scariest thing about Memphis is if it's nearing the end of the season, I guarantee you, if they're close to making the playoffs, they're just under, you're going to be hard pressed to find a team more determined than a young team.